Have you ever seen a man playing so well in a game that you thought, yeah, this guy is possessed? That's what it was like watching damn near every single James Harden game during his prime. Today we're speaking on none other than James Harden, also known as the Beard.
You're watching Hoop Harmony.
James Harden showed a glimpse of his old self against the Pacers when he played them on December 18, 2023. James Harden went off in the fourth quarter of this one. He scored 12 points in 2 minutes. The best part is he did the exact same move 4 times in a row to get those three-pointers off. The move in question, his patented step back, of course. Harden proceeded to torch the Pacers with this step back move and hit a three-pointer each time. He made a Hall of Fame career with this move after all. After James hits the fourth three-pointer, he falls down and does snow angels. What? Yes, 34-year-old James Harden was doing snow angels on a basketball court on national television. Harden was so dominant this night that he even managed to make Kawhi Leonard, of all people, smile.
I got a quick question. Life is good. You're an all-star. Toronto's nasty. Can I get a smile?
That's almost an impossible feat due to Kawhi being this robot-like character. It was truly a special night for the Beard, and one Clippers fans won't be forgetting anytime soon, and neither will the Pacers, considering they got 151 points dropped on them. If you think regular season Harden is crazy, wait till you see him in playoff mode. In the 2019 playoffs, James Harden delivered an electrifying performance against the Golden State Warriors in Game 3. Let's paint the picture. It's May 4th of 2019. The Rockets are down 2-0 in the series, and the tension is thick. The Rockets and the Warriors are locked in a very close battle. James Harden stepped up in a huge way, scoring a whopping 41 points. But it wasn't just about the points. He also grabbed 9 rebounds and dished out 6 assists. It was a one-man show, and he led the Rockets to a thrilling 126-121 victory in overtime. Harden did all of this with one of his eyes being completely bloodshot after Draymond Green rakes both of Harden's eyes the game before. The man looked like a villain, and he was a villain to Warriors fans. James Harden was absolutely clutch down the stretch as he hit not one, but 2 daggers on the Warriors. One was a tough step-back 3 on Finals MVP Andre Iguodala.
I want Iguodala.
The very next play, Harden gets past his defender and gets a tough floater over Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green. James Harden was the kryptonite to that super team Warriors squad that consisted of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, and Draymond Green. These were some of the best players in the league at the time, and as you know, 5 years later, Steph Curry and KD are still 2 of the best in the world. This game was a pivotal moment for the Rockets, who were trailing 2-0 in the series, and a loss in Game 3 would have for sure put them in a nearly impossible position to come back. But Harden's insane game turned the tide, giving the Rockets a crucial win and renewed sense of hope. Harden's 41-point spectacle was a sight to behold, but what he did in this next game put him in Wilt Chamberlain's company. On New Year's Eve in 2016, James Harden went nuclear against the New York Knicks, scoring 53 points with 16 rebounds and dished out 17 assists. It was like he was playing on rookie difficulty out there. This was a really special performance because he tied a record set by the legendary Wilt Chamberlain for the most points in a triple-double in NBA history. It was definitely a game to remember. The game ended with the Rockets winning 129-122, so not only did Harden make history, but he also helped his team secure the victory with scoring over 50 points, getting a ton of rebounds, and even managing to set up his teammates for baskets all in one game, and that's something that doesn't happen every day. My favorite play was when he was toying with the defender on this crossover 3. Another play, the Beard got doubled, and he simply threw a no-look behind-the-back pass to his teammate perfectly. This is the kind of thing that fans and basketball experts talk about for a long time. James Harden's 50-point triple-double was definitely one for the record books, but Harden is so good that he managed to break one of his own records in the next one against the Spurs. Harden's 61-point game on March 22, 2019 was historic, to put it in simple terms. He achieved this feat against the San Antonio Spurs, leading the Houston Rockets to a 111-105 victory. Harden's stat line for the game was 61 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals. He shot 19 of 34 from the field, 9 of 13 from beyond the arc, and 14 of 17 from the free throw line. You kinda got the feeling Harden was going to put up an insane stat line from the 27 points he scored in the first quarter alone. After this heavily contested step-back three from logo range, I know DeMar DeRozan and the Spurs wanted to give up. This of course set the tone for the rest of the game, and he knew it himself. Harden ended up taking over down the stretch to win the game, clutch shot after clutch shot. The toughest one he hit was definitely this contested shot over Derek White. This was the second time he had scored 60 or more points that season, having previously dropped 61 points at the Madison Square Garden in January 2019. This game was the 8th time he had scored over 50 points in a game, a remarkable achievement that put him in the company of legends like Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan. This next game, James Harden even managed to do something neither Jordan or Wilt have ever done. The day is January 30th, 2018. What James Harden did to the Orlando Magic that night should be illegal. The man not only scored a whopping 60 points, but he also made 11 assists and grabbed 10 rebounds. These are quite literally video game numbers, except of course this was real life. Harden's 60-point triple-double was a historic feat, making him the first and only player to achieve this in a single game at the time. Harden was like a one-man army, being responsible for a staggering 86 points of his team's 114. Yeah, you read that right. It got to the point where Harden was just tossing things up, and it worked. This next shot was his most disrespectful shot of that regular season. I mean, he spins past him, yet also shoots it in the defender's face. The guy was a scoring and assisting machine. It's no surprise as to how James Harden, the Beard, became a member of the NBA's all-time 75 players team. During his prime, he was an absolute beast and made almost every single scoring record on his own. It was truly a sight to behold. The fact that Harden was up there with Kobe and MJ in terms of scoring and will never be forgotten, it's just crazy. Thanks for tuning in as always, and make sure to subscribe and leave a like.